Bank is over in Juno Beach, where they're preparing for some of the outer bands of Dorian. Evan, I don't know if you were able to hear what Jen just said, but it's amazing to think how bad it is in the Bahamas and really not that far from where you are.
Yeah, you know, Russell, I was going to say that you listen to what she was saying, you watch that video, and you think that the world changes for people on just tiny twists of fate. Just a few miles one way or the other, and you wind up with devastation, or you wind up here where things are not that bad. We did have maybe a tiny little squall of rain come through right after we finished up at around 7 o'clock. That lasted maybe 5 minutes. Right now we're in a pretty stiff wind, but nothing worse than that. Let's show you what it looks like here. The storm right now is basically parallel to where we are right now here on Juno Beach. You can see the storm is definitely bringing in some heavy waves here, but thankfully the beach erosion has not been terrible yet. We're waiting to see what the impact of the storm surge is going to be. We're under a tropical storm warning right now with a hurricane watch here in Palm Beach County. Evacuation is not mandatory, just people in fragile homes or those near barrier islands or the intracoastal, those very low-lying areas, are vulnerable. Now remember, when the models first started coming out, the hurricane was forecast to slam right into Palm Beach County. That's on everyone to prepare right away. Thankfully, their preparations were done, and they were able to watch this storm as it continues to sit about 60 miles away from here. The key now is storm surge. How bad is it going to get?
It just makes you really feel really small because there's nothing you can do other than like go somewhere safe and like trust it, because it's really big and you're really small. So
Hope it doesn't hit you, right?
yeah.
I've been in Florida for 28 years, so I was here for Andrew because I came in '91. So people should really take things seriously because this is not a joke. At the end of the day, it's better to be safe than sorry.
All around the area here on Donald Ross Road as we drove in, things are boarded up, largely closed. Even chain stores you'd expect to be open on Labor Day were closed. Gas stations, maybe half of them or so, were in stock. Now, when it comes to evacuations, they do not want people to evacuate far, especially north. They just wanted people to kind of stay in the area, just find some solid homes or ones on higher ground with friends and family. You can see that this storm has become somewhat of a tourist attraction here in Palm Beach County. You got a couple of people here hanging out on the pier early this morning, taking a look at the water as it rolls in. Thankfully, things at least do appear to be safe enough to do that. You know, these folks at one point were worried that the storm was going to come slamming right into Palm Beach County. Right now, it's become something to just kind of come and look at. And it's, you know, I said this at 7 o'clock, it's sort of a strange feeling to know that just 60 miles that way, we're basically parallel to where the eye of the storm is. There's all that devastation. And you can sort of even see how gray it is out there. It was that way yesterday. It is that way today as we wait for this storm to continue to move on up north.
All right, you're right. You're absolutely right. All right, Evan, thank you. Talk later.